What's up? This is Jordan Gray. What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, man, that music make you move and groove. Yes. Welcome. Man, I'm glad you guys are back. I want to send a million thank yous out to our viewers. We appreciate your support. Before I continue, though, the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. All right. We got that out the way. Man, we got something good for you guys. Something good for you. Let me tell you about this guest that we have. For the first half of his life, he was athletic, active, playing sports in college, just active on a regular basis. Then life happened. It was marriage, a baby, working long hours, and then he became a divorced single dad. He gained weight, developed these eating triggers, those things that we think we got going on in our head, right? And sometimes it leads to eating. By 2021, he had health issues and was super obese. Man, this guest is going to tell you about his journey dealing with obesity, his journey dealing with his health, and what he did. But you know what? Before we get to our guests, I got to bring my family on. Yes.
What's going on? What's happening, Gina? What's happening, Dope Living TV? How are you today?
I am good. How you doing today?
I'm happy to be here. I know y'all had a great show yesterday that I unfortunately was not able to attend, but I'm here today. And before we get started, I don't know if we acknowledged it, but I want to say rest in peace to Coolio and let his family and friends know that our thoughts and prayers are with them during this time of loss.
Absolutely. Man, a legend.
Yeah. Coolio has some hits.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
Let's bring on the next family member, Moby. What's up?
What's up?
Moby, what's going on, brother?
Man. You see it.
Mo, you looking good, Mo.
I'm feeling better. Trust me.
That's good. Come on, let's bring Marcy on. Let's bring the woman of the day. Where you at, Mars?
Yeah. I'm right here. Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Hey.
What's happening, Marcy?
Hey, all is well. All is
All
well.
right, sis, what's going on?
Hey.
Y'all see this smile on my face? My face light up every time I see you guys.
That's what your mouth says.
That's a good thing.
I'm telling you. This is always
love.
a good time of the day for me. I love my Dope Living TV. I love y'all, man. I love y'all.
And we love you back. We love you back.
Look at Mo doing sign language. I see you, Mo.
Hey, that ain't sign language. That was a mistake. If it meant what I know it.
Yeah, we got something in store today, man. You know, we talk about weight loss journeys and people trying their best to lose weight and dealing with the ups and downs and the yo-yos. But you know what? I guess today, man, he's gonna lay it out on the line. He's gonna tell his journey. He's gonna tell the struggles that he went through with his weight loss. You know what? I'm not even gonna keep talking about it. I'm gonna let him talk about it, because guess what? He's the expert. I'm not.
Okay.
So we're gonna bring him on. We're gonna bring on the one, the only, Steve Goldman. What's up, Steve? What's up?
Not much. I'm excited to be here.
Man, we are delighted to have you. You know what? Look. I got my tablet. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm taking notes because look, I'm on a journey and I need some help. So, Steve, start us from the very beginning. But before we do that, we got to bring our coach on, because we can't do things without life coach.
Right.
What's up, y'all?
Jeff?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Brother.
Good.
What's going on?
Good.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
Steve, I want you to start us from the beginning, because I know it wasn't easy and I know there were some difficulties. So we're going to start from the very beginning.
Let's do it. Okay, so in the 80s, I was a world-class wrestler, played soccer, wrestled in college, 118 pounds.
Wow.
Got married early, right out of college. Got a job. It was sales. I was driving from appointment to appointment. And I don't know if y'all know this, but it's easier to eat chicken nuggets and French fries as you drive than a salad.
That is the truth.
That's the truth.
So some weight came on, and I was still pretty active, but I was getting heavier. Probably reached about 160 pounds and did what most people do. I went on a diet. Got to get that word diet. And I lost about 30, got down to 130, and then went through a divorce. Became a single dad, raising my daughter at first on my own till my ex found her way around to life again. And I was working a lot of hours. Gina can attest. I worked with Gina for a while, and I put in my 50, 55, drove an hour home, took care of my daughter, cooked her dinner, did her homework with her, helped her get situated, and was exhausted. And I didn't go to the club. I didn't go to the pool. I didn't go anywhere healthy. I stopped at Wendy's again and had that 2 for $5 because pretty fantastic.
Can't pass that up.
No, it's like buy one, get one free, get two. So, and then I go to the grocery store and buy the healthy food. And I was too full from the 2 for $5 to cook it and eat it. So I started to get around 180 pounds. That's a lot on a 5'3" frame. And then I caught a virus that attacked my heart and enlarged it, which gave me all the excuses and medicines. They make me sluggish. I can't work out. I wasn't working out anyways, let's be honest. But
no, you were doing that. Right there.
Yes.
Right.
For me, it was the cheeseburger.
That man boy right there.
Chicken, yes. The arms were big, but everything else was bigger. So the virus put me on a lot of medications, 12 to be exact. And blood pressure, cholesterol, medicines to help with the enlarged heart. And they did make me sluggish. So the solution for me was have another cheeseburger. I don't have time to cook. I'm busy at work. I got those long hours, and the convenience with my busy life and schedule was another excuse. And fast forward all the way to 2022, I was 240 pounds, had blood pressure through the roof. The medications weren't doing what they were supposed to anymore, and I thought that was the solution. Medication, pop 12 pills, I'm good to go. It just started to fail. Blood pressure shot up. Type 2 diabetes became part of my life, and my A1C went from 6 to 11. If you've had type 2 diabetes, if you're dealing with it, 11's a really bad number.
Real bad.
Yeah, that's the time to start losing limbs, toes, eyesight, death type number. And my liver was getting fatty too, just to add a little bit to it. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, you got to fix this. So I reached out on Facebook because I'm an oversharer, as you can tell. And I talked about everything I was going through. And a friend from junior high, I barely knew her, reached out and said, hey, I found this program. I lost 85 pounds on it. Helped all my health issues, losing the weight. And I think it might be a solution for you. Do you want to look into it? So I did. And I tried it. And I was worried about, just cost of eating healthy and getting healthy. But I guess the cost of not getting healthy was a lot worse.
Of course.
So I got on this program and I lost 23 pounds in the first month. I started falling down every time I went to leash my dogs and take them for a walk, which, by the way, walks were 900 feet if I was lucky because I could barely breathe and I was really out of shape. So I called my doctor and they called me in. They're like, your blood pressure is 90 over 65. It was before that about 150 over about 100, 110, which she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I went on this health program. I've lost 23 pounds. She's like, stick to it and let's cut your meds in half.
Well, before we go even deeper into the program, Steve, I want to ask, how did that affect your psyche? Being overweight and having those issues.
Well, you saw me at work. I was the jolly fat guy cracking fat jokes. I cooked for our team.
Did he cook?
I'm probably the only director in the history of the world to have a frying pan on my desk cooking fresh hamburgers and throwing my own potlucks from my office for everyone.
Yes.
And I'm Jewish. We show love with food. Well, most cultures do, but we're real good at it. So I motivated my teams, and I probably contributed to their health problems too. Making meat, mac and cheese, brisket, chili to die for, and my cheeseburgers are the world's best. So, which also contributed to my health issues. So, but I'd go home and I'd sit on the couch and I'd watch TV and I'd fall asleep early and I had trouble breathing. And if you know the CPAP machine, it was a big part of my life. And it's a full circle because CPAP and sleep apnea makes you gain weight, makes your heart and everything get worse. So everything I was doing was exactly the opposite of what a 118-pound wrestler knows and should be doing. And so I felt like crap about it. And as much as I was confident in myself as the job I did and as a dad, I didn't date anymore. I didn't, go out with friends like I used to. I became a hermit away from work, and work was my place to be jolly and happy, and that's no way to live.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And now I live in the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina. Mountains. I run in the pool about 5 miles most days. And that's what I was meant to be. I forgot who I was meant to be.
So that kind of took you away from the person you wanted to be or thought you should be.
Absolutely.
I always thought you was real happy, Steve. Like, I thought you was happy eating all that food.
Well, I was happy eating the food. I wasn't happy with the results. I mean, I don't care how much you love your health program. A cheeseburger is a cheeseburger, but there are ways to do it that will keep you healthy.
Right. Well, we have a few comments here. I want to get to those.
Sure.
Byron says, arm curls with the fork do count.
Brian.
They burn calories, they do, but are they burning as much as you're putting in?
No.
And that's the question.
Right.
It
He
depends on
also
what you're
said
curling.
it's more expensive to eat healthy than to eat fun foods.
Yeah.
And that's definitely true. And then his last comment is, I have a weight problem. I can't wait to eat. Okay, fine.
It's silly.
I
Marcy,
understand.
Okay, so Steve, when you said you would just go home, you weren't doing anything, do you feel that you were going through a state of depression, and did you get help for that at that point? Was number
Boy,
one.
that's a great question. I don't know, because I always feel happy, even when I was going through that. Gina knows me. I love life, but I wish there was more I was doing with my life.
Okay.
I come from a rich heritage. My dad, retired rabbi, a friend of Dr. King's, marched with him, went to college with him. My brother is changing the world with what he does with charities and curing cancer. And I was just a guy that went home and sat on the couch. So I wasn't depressed, because I just love life and I love to laugh, but I certainly wasn't living up to my potential. And, those thoughts are always like, what can I do to fix it?
Okay.
But I didn't fix it. I loved my cheeseburger more than I loved fixing it at that point in time. With a real health scare to change that.
Coach, you have a question.
I do. I want to know, with your program, what regimen did you follow in order to lose your weight? Because I went through a program myself, and I know you got to be very disciplined. You know what I mean? When you start. So I really would like to know what regimen you followed.
So remember when I said convenience was part of the problem? Working so many hours. It's hard to cook healthy. It's hard to prepare food. This program consists of what we call fuelings. You eat 5 of them to 6 of them a day every 2.5 hours. And then you make one really healthy meal that consists of 3 vegetables, protein, healthy fat. But the fuelings keep your blood sugars level. They keep your body having something to burn. Every single one of them is 11 protein, 15 carbs or less, 120 calories or less, 24 vitamins and minerals, and they're made in a GMO-friendly fashion. So whether you're eating a peanut butter cruncher bar that tastes like peanut butter, or you're having a mac and cheese through them, you're getting all of that perfect nutrition that's manufactured with freeze-dried ingredients quickly. Like I could walk right over here and have a bar and finish it in about 30 seconds, but it keeps me full for those 2.5 hours. It's low caloric, the plan. So you're losing weight, but you're in a state of fat burn that's a lot healthier than a keto state of fat burn, because we encourage 40% protein to 40% healthy carbs to 20% fat. So rather than just being all protein, we're trying to get you nutritional balance and make sure that your body's healing with nutrition while you're losing the weight.
So you're not starving yourself like most people think.
No. And the meals that we happen to call lean and greens are incredibly big. Like a lot of my clients, they can't finish them all, so we have to find ways to creatively split them up and get them in with some of the fuelings so they get all their food, because it is low caloric, so you don't want to skip. If you skip, now you're not giving your body enough nutrition, enough calories.
Or in starve mode.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
If we don't eat, we hibernate. Our body hibernates like a bear. And have you ever seen a skinny bear in the winter?
Never.
Because they're not eating. The body needs something to live off of, and that's fat at that point.
Well, we have another question here from Greg Gray. He asks, does drinking water really help you lose weight?
Absolutely. We drink 64 plus ounces of clean water a day. The more the merrier. But it flushes all the toxins out. It flushes out the fat that you're trying to burn. It really makes a difference. And drinking other things, sadly, tends to reverse that effect.
Wow.
So even drinking juices.
Well, juice is carbohydrates and it's sugar, so it's healthy for you, but it's not healthy for weight loss. So when we finish our program, when we get to where I'm at now into what we call transition, we teach people to put fruit back into their diet, to put the healthy potatoes and things that are higher in sugar back in, that stay away from while we're trying to lose the weight. And then we teach them how to watch where their weight is and how their body's adjusting to having those things back in. So fruit is very good for you, filled with vitamins and nutrition. It's just also filled with carbs and sugar. And the goal is to flush out all of the carbs, all the sugar, the glycogen in the first 4 days of this program, and then keep you in fat burn so that the weight melts off. And it melts off in a way where you're losing the visceral fat, the fat around your heart, your liver, in the belly, the fat that kills us. So,
Zell, you have a question for Steve?
I do. Steve, let me ask you this. Currently, what is your weight?
My weight is 160, but my body fat is very low because I'm swimming and running. My original goal was 140, and when I hit 160 and I was running and I was swimming and I was hiking, I was like, I'm comfortable right here.
That's good.
And
That's good.
I feel healthy and my blood pressure is too low. I've actually been taking off 5 of the 12 medications, and all of them that are left were cut in half twice. So I'm saving money on medications, which is good, but actually I just feel better not being on all those medications. Big food saved my life, but it wasn't doing me any favors long term.
And if I could share, I actually went on a weight loss journey myself. So actually in December, I weighed in at 228. I'm 5'11 and a half. But I wanted to be at 190. So from January to June, I went down to 196. But I got a little comfortable and I put on some weight, right? So now I'm at 206. So I gained 10. So I'm up 10 from where I was before. But I'm so motivated because I want to get to 190 because I feel so much better at a lower weight. You know, I'm lighter on my feet. I do acting, I do stunt work, and I'm looking at my peers, and my peers are around 185, 190, 195. So in order to be consistent with where my peers are, because we're doing some stunt doubling for other actors, a lot of actors that are on TV, you know, they're like 180, 175, you know, they keep their weight down because on camera, you look bigger. You look bigger on camera. It adds weight to you. So let me ask you this, because I know how it is with getting comfortable. Once you get to, you know, to a certain point with either your weight or your look or the way you feel, or as you said, the medicines are, you know, you're cutting them in half and getting rid of some medications. What is keeping you motivated to stay consistent with this lifestyle? Because it's not just the diet. It's got to be a lifestyle change in order to consistently stay to where you are and continue to live a healthy life.
Well, the program that was designed by a doctor, a heart surgeon that got tired of treating people like me in his ER, and he developed it knowing that transition was important. So he's put together some self-help books that come with the program. That one of them you journal in as you go through your journey, and you discover what your triggers were. And mine was just driving by fast food, but also divorce and, you know, parenting, working too many hours. But you discover that, you figure out how to avoid them, and you're taught healthy habits instead of dieting. I know now to eat every 2.5 hours. I know what snacks through the transition phase work for me that, you know, are healthy snacks like fruit, the amounts that I should be eating. So I've learned these healthy habits that keep me full, taste good. And that's allowed me to stay off. But really just, I mean, you got to have a real why in life for anything you do. I love my life now. I'm happy. I'm active, have a daughter who's about to give me a grandchild. I have a fiance I'm marrying in May.
Okay.
So my why is I want to be present for the people that I'm supposed to be present for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be Jabba the Hutt on the couch. I want to be really present and get out and hike with them and run with them. And
Trust me,
I want to get on the floor and not get stuck on the floor because I can't get up. So for me, that was it. And then through coaching the program, that also motivates me. I have about 40 clients right now that I have to continue my journey for them to continue theirs.
Yes, yeah.
Like,
That's
if I
great.
show up at Zoom and I'm 40 pounds heavier in a month, there's an issue. The program didn't work and I don't believe in it, but I do. I found belief in eating often, feeding my body often, having nutrition in my life versus just flavor. And I still make some delicious food. It's good. It's just,
That's good. Oh, wow.
It's just more green, more yellows.
Yes, colors.
Yep. More lower fat content to the beef I eat if I'm having beef. A filet is delicious. A ribeye may be a little more delicious, but it's a choice.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
My choice is I'd rather eat healthier at this point.
Okay.
Good.
And you know, along with eating healthier, see, one thing I look at is a big word is metabolism. You know, it's a real big word. That word metabolism. Do you mind kind of going into that a little bit? How do you all regulate the metabolism through the program?
Sure. A lot of that is just the eating every 2.5 hours, every 2.5 waking hours. Putting food in there that's healthy, gives your body something to burn, keeps it burning. And that happens by losing the glycogen. Glycogen, anyone that wants to go on a diet, if you can get rid of the carbohydrates, the glycogen goes away in 4 days. If you're truly eating balanced 40% to 40% to 20%, and you're not putting in sugary foods. Glycogen, every gram of it carries 3 grams of water in the cells. So if you eat a pound of chocolate, you gain 4 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Oops.
But when you get rid, I've had that whoops before. A pound of Reese's Cups is pretty damn good, but it's actually 4 pounds on the body. Keeping your body regulated with the food coming in and not having glycogen puts you in fat burn. And being in fat burn, you're less hungry because your body is burning what you're putting into it because there's no more glycogen left. So it really, after 4 days, the hunger goes away. And I'll be honest, those first 3 days, I barely got through them. But I got through them. And day 4, I was like, holy cow, I feel like I want to go run a marathon. I lost 8 pounds in the first 4 days because of the glycogen and the water that's with it. But I felt great and energetic, and I could feel my metabolism was up. And it was pretty amazing. First 4 months, shed 60 pounds, which is above average. But the fatter you are, the easier it is to lose the first part of it. The last 10 pounds were pretty hard for me. It was more like a half pound a week instead of 3-4. But every half pound is progress, and progress is really what life is all about.
Right.
So I have a question. I'm a diabetic and I have high blood pressure. Now I weigh 194 and I'm 5'10". My doctor hadn't said anything about losing weight, you know, and I was wondering. I felt my best at 160. Okay, I felt my greatest at 160. I feel like I'm 40 pounds, almost 40 pounds overweight right now. I had actually ballooned up to 220 at one point. And it's not because I wasn't active. I'm very active. I move a lot of heavy machinery. My problem is this: I drive a lot as well. So when you're driving, just like you said, You can pull in a Wendy's because the sign is sitting right there. You can pull in McDonald's because it's right there, and you get that quick food that you can eat. And I tried to do vegetables and fruit, but they don't keep well when you're on the road.
Yep. So even though I'm in maintenance, I keep our product around because there are bars, there's shake mixes, there are things that as I'm in my busy part of my day, when I hit 2.5 hours, if I don't have time to make a hard-boiled egg and salad or whatever was going to be my snack, I just eat a bar. It's got the protein, it's low sugar, it's everything, and 24 vitamins and minerals. So for me, it's the greatest tool for busy people.
Mm-hmm.
And I have clients that won't go off of it because they hit their weight, but they're so busy that this is the convenience that in today's world, many of us need to be able to eat every 2.5 hours. Now, I have clients that have completely gone off and they're doing great because we teach them how to keep the weight off and we transition them. But
I take about as many pills as we're taking 11 or 12 pills right now.
Yep. I have a friend. He was married to my cousin, and my cousin passed away, but he wasn't overweight, but he had diabetes developing, and he decided to go on the program, and his A1C is fantastic. And he lost some weight he didn't intend to lose, but he wasn't overweight. He was just, he wasn't eating every 2.5 hours. He wasn't regulating those blood sugars, and he was getting spikes. And this took away the spikes and allowed him to lower his A1C. I can't think it'll happen for everyone, but it did work for him.
One other thing about that right there, the spikes. And when I say spikes, this is what I mean. You're on that regimen of what you do when you wake up in the morning, you eat your breakfast, whatever that may be, and then you wait to 12 noon and eat your lunch, and then whatever that may be, and then you come home and eat your dinner well before 7. And and my whole thing is in between that, and what I do not like is after I eat each one of those meals. Each one of those meals, when I eat them, feel like I just want to just go into a coma-like sleep.
What are you eating? I mean, it makes a difference.
It does, I guess. Yeah, it does make a difference.
Yep. I can.
And no matter how much broiled everything that you eat, it seems like,
Yeah. Is it balanced? Is it protein, carbohydrates, and healthy fats? Is it the right amounts? And then eating in between meals is actually healthy for you. It's just got to be the right snacks.
I got you.
But as a diabetic, the more often you eat, the less likely you are to have a spike.
Wow. Listen, everyone, we are talking to Steve Goldman, independent certified weight loss coach. Steve, tell us, what is the name of your program?
Well, I work with a group called Healthy Living. The product is Optavia, which is, you can find them on the internet. When you go there, it's really just an order site, but anyone that's interested in learning more about it, reach out to me and I'll get you into the Healthy Living website where you can see actual people that are on the program and talk to them and share their stories with you. And questions about diabetes, there's someone's posted their journey about it there. And I will tell you, there's over 3 million people that have been on the program, 2 million currently, and it's all done through word of mouth. Coaches telling their friends and family, sharing their story on Facebook. We don't advertise because we just rather keep it working for people and not worry about TV and that sort of thing.
Well, Coach, I know you have a quick question.
Yeah, I know I did I did Herbalife, and I lost 30 pounds in less than 90 days when I went ahead and did that. I went from about 190 to like 160. At the lowest, I was 155. So your boy got small all over again. I ain't been that way ever since college. You know what I mean? So, but the question I have is, with Herbalife, we did shakes, supplements, some what is that? Some teas. That's what we did. You know what I mean? So we mixed all that in. I hear you talk about bars. You know what I mean? Like bar, are they like like a, I don't want to say like a Nutri-Grain bar, but like an actual bar that's in a wrapper you eat, and that's what you eat every 2 hours?
Right.
So there's about 64 different products that are what we call fuelings. There are bars, there are shakes, there's a mac and cheese. I don't know how they managed to make mac and cheese, 24 vitamins and minerals, etc. But they did.
That extra season.
And they do it in a healthy way using natural products. There's no chemicals. There's a vegetarian chili. There's a hot brownie mix. You add water, you microwave it or cook it in the oven, and it tastes like brownie. But it's incredibly nutritious. And I have one client that I swear that's all she eats. She's like, I need to order more brownies. I'm like,
You sure there's nothing else extra?
Oh man,
I don't know what she's doing. But they taste good. The food tastes good. Now, would I rather have a big slab of ribs with barbecue sauce on it? I had a slab of ribs the other day with barbecue sauce on it. There's a great sugar-free barbecue sauce out there on the market called G. Hughes. And protein is protein as long as you're eating the right amount. So depending on what I'm eating is the amount of protein I have. So
even if it comes from barbecue sauce.
It's, my flavor profile. This is some good barbecue sauce. One that has is delicious. But yeah, there are ways to incorporate flavor into healthy food nowadays. And that makes it better. But I'd still be doing it even if it tasted like cardboard. I hit rock bottom, and there were 2 places to go. One was underground, and one was back up.
I'm glad it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yes. Steve, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're fine.
Oh, you made a comment. I have a couple of questions. You made a comment about clean water, and then you're talking a lot about vegetarian chili and vegetarian this. Okay, you did have some ribs. Is there any meat in this program?
Oh, yes. Every day you're going to eat a protein with your what we call lean and green. And it just depends on the protein. If you're having beef, you're probably having 5 ounces. If you're having a pork chop or a chicken breast, you're looking at 6. If you're having shrimp, which has no fat in it, you're looking at 7 ounces and adding some healthy fat like guacamole or olive oil to your meal. So it really depends on what you want, but you can have just about anything in the right combinations to make it work. Now, your vegetables, we limit you to vegetables that don't caramelize for the weight loss portion because it's sugar.
That's right.
When you get to where you want to be, if you want to add back in Brussels sprouts or carrots and caramelize them, go for it. Just the right amounts, and don't make that everything.
So what was the clean water versus regular water? I've just been diagnosed last week as being pre-diabetic, so I need to hear all of this.
So clean water is just water, and not clean water is adding in some NutraSweet or adding in sugar-free flavoring and things like that, because the chemicals and stuff, they make the water a little less effective. Now, if you want Crystal Light and you're not going to drink clean water, it's still better for you than having a sugary cola, and it's still water-based. But the program has been designed to drink at least 64 ounces of water with nothing in it. I have an occasional Mountain Dew Zero. I like it. It wakes me up on days where the phone isn't waking me up and I'm on the phone with students all day. So I have coffee every day. When I was in the weight loss phase, I mixed one of my shake mixes in my coffee every morning, and that was 11 grams of protein, 24 vitamins and mineral, and delicious chocolatey coffee.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Interesting.
That's
Well,
good.
Steve, I just want to show everyone your journey because it's been a long journey for you, but you made it a success. So this is 2012,
Okay.
right? Then you had 2015. Then you moved into 2020. And now 2022.
What?
That's
Wow.
awesome,
Man.
man. That is awesome.
That is
Yes.
awesome.
It's great.
Awesome.
I commend you.
Yes,
I
you deserve
commend
that,
you.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And Gina, you've known me through all those phases, so
Yes.
She didn't fire you, did she?
no.
Oh, that's a running
Gina
joke we
was
have
the
here.
first director to get me promoted into a management role after years of being probably the top advisor in the building. Gina saw what I could do management-wise, and she actually took me under her wing and got me where I needed to be.
Oh, you didn't give him the boot?
Yeah.
Awesome.
No boot.
She
I
didn't
cooked
put
too
the
good.
boot to you?
She wasn't going to boot me. I cooked too good.
I know. Those chili cook-offs, man, with brisket, he used brisket. Man, I'm going to kick it to you, Marcy.
Okay, at this time, we're going to get a few wisdom gems from our life coach. So let's redirect, regroup, and refocus with life coach Jeff Relaford.
J-Real.
There it is. Okay. I tried to, do like a little entrance or something. I didn't know. It was kind of cheesy and corny. But anyway, so the name of the game, people, is once again, you have to love yourself. I want to tell you to love yourself. When you look at this episode today, look at what we're discussing as far as weight loss, okay? Weight loss. We have a man who sat up here. He wants to take control of his life because he was worried about his health. He was worried about the state his body was in, the condition in which the doctors were telling him. He did not want to go that route. He said it was either he loses the weight or he ends up 6 feet underground. So I know with anybody who's watching this show tonight, you can definitely relate with any type of weight loss issue, problem, or even health issues that may come along with it. Take this stepping stone as something to use to go to the next level and actually hold yourself accountable for the things that you put into your body. Go ahead after today, drink more water. After the day, look and analyze the labels on the back of your packaging so you can actually know what you're putting in your body. Just be a little more health aware and self-conscious of what you're doing. Because I'm telling you, one day you're going to sit down on the couch, you're going to look at yourself and you're going to say, I don't want to do this anymore. So don't wait till that moment to when you get to the point where you look a certain way or you feel a certain way. Take advantage of it right now. Look at yourself and say, I want to make a move. I want to make a change.
Ooh, that's our life coach there. When do you run your podcast? Tell us.
Yes, we have the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast runs every Monday on all major platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, just to name a couple of them, Amazon Podcasts. It's a lot of stuff. I have good content on there. I'm going to motivate you, uplift you the whole nine. Enough about me.
Yes, that's our life coach. That's our life coach.
J-Real.
Yes. I'm telling you, Steve, I know you have transformed a lot of people, not just their bodies, but their lives. When you make that transition to on a weight loss journey, it can be difficult. You beat yourself up. You had those plateaus. You go have those yo-yos, you up and down. Tell us again, Steve, the name of your plan and how people can get a hold of it.
Sure. Optavia is the product. My group is Healthy Living. And honestly, if you go to optavia.com and you put in my name, I'll work with you and I'll help you. But if you just go there, you're going to get a wonderful coach. And honestly, I think that's the other piece that makes the difference. You have someone walk alongside you that's been on the journey, that's probably been where you're at, maybe in worse shape, maybe in a slightly better shape, but they've been there and they got healthy. And They guide you through it. They make sure you know how to make the right meals and the proteins you love and enjoy, fit them in, and it's just to have someone walk beside you the whole way through the journey. My coach Kim still checks in on me weekly to see how I'm doing, and it's been a year and 9 months. I've been at my optimum weight since last August. So the fact that she still cares enough to check in, and I think that makes a difference too. Just having someone who cares.
Yes, and I just want to make a quick statement. Yes, with me being a life coach, listen to what Steve is saying. It really does make a lot of sense to have somebody to walk with you along that way and to help you along the journey. Weight loss is a hard thing, doing it on your own. And now we have so many different avenues where people can just grab a hold of somebody and really get the encouragement and uplifting that they need. So, Steve, it's really great what you're doing, man. I just want to say that as a fellow coach also.
I appreciate it.
Man, life changers. That's what you guys are. Life changers. Life changers.
Yep.
Well, guess what? We have somebody else that listens to life changers and has a show about life changing. And that's our own Davey McGraw.
He's creating a platform for everyone to come and tell their story of how they turned tragedy into triumph. And everyone has a story to tell. Get ready to be motivated and inspired on That's Why I'm Here. So get ready, get ready, get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, your talk show host, Jamie McGraw.
Hi, I'm Jamie McGraw from That's Why I'm Here.
That's right. The next taping, October 29th. You guys, you should be part of this. It's
October
going
9th.
up. October 9th.
9th.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Okay.
October 9th. I'm sending y'all after the
We
show.
got to catch you, girl. We got to catch you.
There you go. October 9th. You want to be a part of this? Jamie McGraw, household name. Mark my words. Also, we have Distinguished Authors Guild, November 9th, coming November 9th, Las Vegas, Nevada. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. If you can't make it out to Vegas, that's okay. You can use your ticket virtually. So go to Eventbrite, Distinguished Authors Guild. Yes, man. Steve, you gave me the inspiration, man. I was on my bike for 3 weeks and I got off. It's been a week and a half. I have not been back on that bike. I'm getting back on my bike, man. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Appreciate you so much. I mean, all the information you've given, all the inspiration that you have share with us. You guys look him up there. Give him a call, 630-337-5442, or email him at Stephen Goldman, MED at gmail.com. If you're ready to get on that lost weight journey, check him out. I mean, he's a proven example of it. Proves that it works. Mo, you had one more thing you wanted to say.
You actually just did it. The only other thing I had was the website, how to spell it out.
Yes, absolutely. So at this time, Steve, we go around the room. Everybody want to give a nugget to leave all of our viewers with. We all have something we can give. So we're going to start with you.
So whenever you're on a journey, you're gonna fall off the path. You just are. Use the people that love you to get back on it. Ask for help, and know that it's okay to fall down. We all do it. Just I was a wrestler. Fight back up to your feet and continue on and tackle whatever that journey is. You'll get there.
Nice.
I would like to.
Coach.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know which way it was gonna go.
Me
All
either.
right.
Go on,
All right.
Coach.
So yeah, consistency is the key, people. Consistency is the key. Just remember to when you have your regimen, stick to your regimen. Show yourself some grace when you fall off, but don't make that a habit. So once again, consistency is the key. Stay in that lane, and you'll see the results you want to see.
What's up, Marcy?
Okay. Steve mentioned earlier that good, healthy food costs more. And so a lot of people look towards it, and it's much easier to get the unhealthy food. I encourage and challenge each person that's viewing and to encourage your families as well. Start your own garden. Start your own garden. You can do a container garden, but when you plant veggies and or fruit, plant what you eat. Plant what you eat. It'll be cheaper that way. The dirt and the soil will be healthier for you without the pesticides. Start planting, people. Plant your own food. It's healthier. Thank you again, Steve, for coming on today.
You're welcome.
Nice.
Man, all I got to do is say thanks, Steve, for coming on, and I learned a lot. Actually, I may be one of the ones giving you a call. Me and my wife both. So, we both need to get into this boat because we're both, we were both relatively healthy up to about 2.5 years ago. And I got to admit, I slowed down. I used to sit in the office, and, sitting in the office 2.5 years, I got really sick. I actually had a stroke because I was just inactive. And my A1C was like at 15. I brought it down to 5.5, which helped me out a whole lot, of course. And I started getting mobile again. I just couldn't just sit still in that office. So I know that we definitely had to move, and she needs to do as well. So and eat right. Thanks for coming on, man. I'll probably
You're welcome. I'm here for you if you do want to reach out.
Awesome. There's a couple of real key takeaways from today. First of all, Steve, thank you for sharing all of this information and insight with us. I know how difficult and how challenging it is losing weight and staying on a path of living a healthy lifestyle. So the two key giveaways that I have is the word journey, because it's not a destination, it's a journey. We're constantly on that journey of living a healthy lifestyle. And consistency, as you say, Life Coach Jeff, I like to say, even if you can't stay motivated, stay consistent. Gina, I'm done.
Yes. Well, I want to read Byron's comment. Byron said, I limited myself to less than 27 grams of carbohydrates a day and increased my protein. I cut out sugars and salt and any foods high in sodium. I lost over 100 pounds in 10 years ago.
Wow.
Great. That's great.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I just want to say, everyone has gotten kind of dormant since the pandemic. I know I am definitely one of those people. And, it's time for us to get back to moving, get back to, moving around and not being those couch potatoes and getting our bodies back to the way it is. It's not good to sit and sit and sit and not move around. You don't get the oxygen to your blood. And not only that, you have to couple that with putting the right foods in your body. putting the right things in your body. You know, when we're young, we go to White Castle, you know, Burger King, we fried foods. But as we get older, those things, you know,
It
they
hurts
affect us
more. Yeah.
differently. They they
Mhm.
they they hit differently.
Mhm.
And so, you know, when you see a program like Steve has that is helping individuals, you know, there are things out there that can help you to make it on your journey. There are people out there, sometimes you need that coach, you need that person, someone next to you to motivate you. Hey, I'm pretty sure when you go to the doctor and he say if you don't change something you're going to die in a year or 10 years or 5 years, that's a motivator right there, a real big motivator.
Yeah.
But I just want to say thank you, Steve, for coming and sharing your journey with us. You know, sometimes it's hard to do that. It sounds like an easy thing, but sometimes it's hard to even when you've hit that goal that you hit. Sometimes it's even hard to tell people, "Hey, this what I was, but this what I am now." So we appreciate the fact that you shared that with us and the fact that, you know, you were honest and you laid it out. Like you said, I've been through all those phases with you. And I think it's been, I don't know, what, 7, 8 years?
2015 is when I left
Mhm.
Yeah. And
the
so,
Nashville. Yep.
man, when I saw Steve, I was like, wow, this is Steve minus one.
Had to get that other person off. I hear you.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So just, you know, sometimes people have to see, does this really work? And we
Mhm.
see that this worked really well. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be one of those people to call you too, Steve. So look for my number to be bouncing off your phone because
Yeah.
Well, you can call me
I
anytime
can use that.
about
I can
anything.
use that coaching as well. I can use that.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you know, I just want to say thank you to all our viewers. We truly
Mhm.
appreciate you. We love the time that you spend with us. There's so many other
Yes.
things you can be doing, and you choose to spend your time here
With
with
us.
us.
Mhm.
We appreciate it so much.
Mhm.
We love you a million times over. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget, Jamie, October 9th.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
Yes.
right. That's right.
Go out and be a part of his show. It's something that is uplifting. We
Yes.
have people such as this, such as stories that Steve have, where there was trauma and difficulties, and then there's triumph.
Yes.
There's triumph.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
thank you again. Can't wait to see you again. Love you all.
Peace.
Peace out, fam.